Hello coders and welcome to another How to Code Well PHP tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at how we can change the case of the keys within an array. So this is going to change from uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase. Right, let's get into the code. Now this is only going to work for associative arrays because of course we're changing the case from uppercase to lowercase or vice versa. So the keys need to be strings. So first of all, let's create an items array. This array will have the keys of food, and we're going to have bread, and we're going to have drink with the value of beer. Okay, so notice that this element's key has lower casing. So food is lowercase f-o-o-d, whereas the element with the key of drink has a capital D. This could cause some issues in your application if your application is case sensitive. So what we're going to do is run the array change key case function against this items array, and we're going to change the case of the keys. So we need to call upon the array underscore change key case function. Now, before I put any arguments into this function call, let's just go into the documentation. Here we can see that the function array change key case has two arguments. The first one is an input array, whereas the second one is case. Now, this is optional. It is null. So let's scroll up to the top of the documentation here. So it's worth noting that this changes all of the keys in the array. Here is the link to the documentation, so do check that out for more examples. The first argument is the input array, as mentioned before. This is the array to work on. The second argument is optional. It is an integer, and that is the case. It is either case underscore upper or case underscore lower. It will return an array with its keys lower or uppercased. So let's go back to the code and play around with this function. What I'm going to do is copy the items variable here and pass that in as the first argument to this function call. As mentioned, this returns the changed array. So let's assign the return of this array change key case function to a variable, and we're going to call this changed items. Okay, first of all, I'm going to print out some pre-tags, and then in between the pre-tags, we're going to do print r, and I'm going to print out the items array, and I'm also going to print out the changed items. By default, the array change key case function will lowercase the keys in the array. This means that the D of drink should be lowercased. Before I demonstrate this, let me mention that all of the code is available. I've got a link to that in the show notes below. Also, there is a link to a video tutorial that I've created previously that demonstrates how to use the internal PHP local server through the command line. So you can use this to test your work. Okay, let's save the work and go into a browser. The first output here is the items array, the unchanged items array, and we've got an uppercase D for drink for this key. The second output here is the result from passing in the items array into the array change key case function. And in doing so, what we've done is we've lowercased the D of drink from this key. We can of course change the behavior of this function call to uppercase the keys instead. Let's go back to the code and see if we can uppercase our keys. As mentioned, the array change key case function can take a second argument which will change the case that the keys are changed to. So by default, they are lowercased, but we can change it to be uppercased if we want to. What I'm going to do is copy this line on line 6 and I'm going to paste it on line 7. I'm just going to change the variables, so this is changed items 1 and changed items 2. We're going to supply 1 in here. I'm also going to copy this print r and paste it below, and we're going to change the variable here to be changed items 2. In this function call, we're going to add the second argument, which is the mode. And we can either supply case underscore upper or case underscore lower, or of course the counterparts of 1 or 0, and this will change the case of the keys. In this case, what we would like to do is have these keys uppercased. So I'm going to supply case underscore upper, or if I wanted to, I could have supplied a 1. We should now see that we have 3 outputs. The first one is the original array. The second one will have lowercase keys, and hopefully the third one will have uppercased keys. Save your work, go back to the browser and refresh your page. Here we have the third array, and notice that the keys are now both uppercased. If you found this coding tutorial helpful, then please do let me know. Give it a thumbs up, and also do subscribe to the How to Code Well YouTube channel so you don't miss out on other tutorials or courses that I have. If you've got any coding questions, of course, then please do ask them, but ask them on the Discord server. Go to howtocodewell.net/Discord and ask them there. Of course, do check out the howtocodewell.net website to see the other courses and tutorials that I have. Thank you ever so much for watching. Happy coding, everyone. I'll see you again next time. Cheers. Bye.